Looking at question 7. Suppose you've budgeted $250 per month for a new car, but the salesperson goes into sales mode and talking to you about some extra snazzy features. The next thing you know, you have a car payment of $265. You budgeted $250, but now you have a payment of $265. Find the actual change and the relative change. The actual change, okay, so we started with the amount $250 and we wound up with the amount $265. Old amount, new amount, first amount, second amount. This is the change. We went from $250 to $265. So what's the actual difference? Well, what's the difference between the two numbers? 265 minus 250. That's an increase of $15. The actual change is an increase of $15. Now, that $15 a month, is that a large amount relative to your payment or a small amount relative to your payment? That's why we want relative change. Relative change is you take the difference and it's always over the first number. So the denominator is always the first number. We went from 250 to 265. This is going to be an increase. 265 minus 250. The denominator is always the number you started with, the first number. So the relative change is 265 minus 250 over 250, which is 15 over 250. When you do 15 over 250, you're going to get a decimal, and we're going to have to change it to a percentage. We get 0.06. Move your decimal over 2 and add your percent. So that's actually an increase, a 6% increase in what you were expecting to pay for that car. So we're paying 6% more than we originally budgeted. So if the total of all the payments for the original amount was $12,000, how much extra are you going to end up paying for the extra features, and were they worth it? Well, it was an increase of 6%. 6% of 12,000 is, change your percent to a decimal. The word of means multiply. And 6% of 12,000 is an extra $720. So even though it's only $15 a month over the entire cost, you're really paying an extra $720 for those features. And do you think it would be worth it? Well, I guess that would depend on what the features were and whether they're worth $720 to you. That's an opinion question. And the last question here, number 9, says a certain pain medication has a recommended dosage of 0.3 milligrams per pound of body weight. 0.3 milligrams per pound. Milligrams per pound. 0.3 milligrams per pound. And it's reported to only be effective within 5%. Would a dosage of 50 milligrams be effective for a 175-pound person? So first of all, we have to find out what is the recommended dose. What is the recommended dose for a 175-pound person? Once we know that, we need to find out if 50 milligrams is within 5% of that or not. So 0.3 milligrams per pound We're going to multiply that by 175 pounds. If you want, you can put that over 1. Our pounds are going to cancel, and then multiplying across 0.3 times 175 milligrams. 0.3 times 175 is the recommended dose for a 175-pound person is 52.5 milligrams. That's what is recommended. We are instead going to give him 50. Is the relative difference or the relative change within 5%? So we're going to do the difference in the numerator over the original number, or of the first number. So that's going to be 5250 minus 50 over 5250. And we want to write this as a percentage. So what is 2.5 divided by 5250? 2.5 divided by 52.5. That's 0.0476. Make a percentage out of that. That is 4.76%. So 50 milligrams is within the 5% effectiveness for this medicine. So the question was, would a dosage of 50 milligrams be effective? The answer is yes, because 50 is within 5% of 52.5. It's actually 4.76%.